Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do a reading for you. Scorpio, it's a weekly reading, and it's going to be for whenever it is for, right? And I'm not going to tell you when it's going to resonate. You're going to tell me. So I'm going to do a reading here for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Scorpio. And let's find out what is going on for you. Scorpio, if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Thanks for being so loyal. And if you're somebody who's just rolling up here on the shenanigans, welcome. I hope you'll stay. Look, even if you're the one who always comes back all the time, maybe I just float through your feed. Maybe you can subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet, you might want to check that. And thanks for the thumbs up if that's what you're going to do. Thanks for doing that. It makes a big deal to me. Maybe not such a big deal to you, but Scorpio, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how to find the extended, and then we'll talk a little bit about private reads. So this is going to be for today, tomorrow, next year. Whenever it shows up for you in your feed, it may resonate with you. Let's find out what's going on for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Possibly for some of you for the week ahead. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, that feels really good. Feels like joy and good health, and things are going good. That's what it feels like. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. All right, that one threw itself off the side here. Oh, I kind of like that because look, after a long while of being in lack, feeling like you want to punch somebody, I feel like something here is about to take a turn for the better. I'm going to say that with the Knight of Pentacles here, it feels like you're due for a good long stretch of happy times. I feel like with the 5 of Pentacles here, Scorpio, I want to say that you have been taking care of other people, or if you haven't been taking care of other people, your concern is with others, even though you're limping. I want to say that even though things are not maybe in the best place for you, or weren't, because I think things are about to turn or change, even though things weren't going the best for you, I think that you always noticed people who were going through things that were worse than you. But the truth is, you can't change other people. Like if they don't want to change and they're not even going to look up for the help, then there's really nothing that you can do. I feel like you are due for a long stretch of happiness, good health, wealth, a new job, or abundance, right? Abundance is a big banner that covers a lot of things. So it could be good health, wealth, mental health, anything that's abundant that makes you feel joy. Maybe it's getting closer to family or friends. It feels like this holiday season is going to be different than the others for you, for whatever reason that might be. But I feel like this is the turning point. I want to say that after Scorpio season, well, I think today, yeah, Mercury goes direct today, but it's still throwing shade, right? It's still throwing shade. We're in the shadow phase here, in the shady part for a couple of weeks. But I think that you're going to notice that things are going to start getting better, moving in the right direction. But I want to say it's because of something that you do. Look, we're looking at Pentacles, and this is getting your boots on the ground. This is making something solid. You stop procrastinating. You start reassessing. Where am I going? What do I want? What am I doing? I'm going to say don't stop. Please don't stop, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles never would. Don't stop moving. I feel like it's important for you to slow down and reassess sometimes and be very careful with your next steps. Be very cautious. Be very caring about how you are going to move forward. I feel like things are going to start getting better here. The 6 of Pentacles. The universe is going to start giving back to you, I feel. I think you're going to start, if you haven't already, calling things in. The 6 of Pentacles is about reciprocal energy, but look, no one is there. She's handing off the gift. And it feels like you've given enough to the universe. I feel like it's about time that it's going to start looping back to you. Because whether you believe it or whether you don't, it doesn't matter to me, but whatever you put out there is what's bouncing back. And I feel like what you've put out there is a lot of solid friendships, a lot of working really hard, a lot of keeping moving, even though at times you've been limping yourself, you've helped others along. And I feel like this is the turning point for you, friend. We do have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Look, we've got a bunch of pentacles with one card that is in the reverse, and that's the Seven of Wands. I feel like you're heading into a time here, Scorpio, where you can stop feeling barricaded in. I think that this is a time of a little more flexibility, and I don't mean with others. I mean with yourself. I mean the distribution of wealth and where you put that. Because I feel like you're a person that even though, you know, this guy here is on one crutch. The jacket is tattered. It's got, you know, some sort of tape around his shoe. I feel like you have been giving to others whilst sort of ignoring your own needs. And it's time for you to get back on your feet. I feel like, you know, Pentacles can be pretty stuck, right? We're looking at Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and it can be very stuck. It can be very stubborn. It moves very slow, and possibly because being way too analytical or trying to be too organized, but it seems like you need to relax just a little, Scorpio. You know you're a little bit intense, right? I don't think I need to tell you. You're a tiny bit intense. It's time with the Seven of Wands in the reverse that you need to start being a little more relaxed. Because not everybody's plight is yours. And although I know that you don't want to see people around you suffer, I feel like it's time for you to work on yourself or to pay attention to yourself. Look, there is something to be said about being content by yourself, feeling confident, having built something by yourself. If you've ever known the joy of just sitting in a room that you have, you know, you pay the rent, the lights are on because of you, you pay for the heat, right? Like, I'm going to say it's like, it's the confidence of knowing that you can get shit done regardless. And you don't really need anybody or any external validation. I feel like you're a hard worker. All these pentacles showing up here. You're a hard worker, but you don't stop. You move, but you move slow sometimes, but you move nonetheless. But I think it's time for you to be a little more flexible with the self. And it's time for you to put a little more work in on you, or allow the grace to put some money in the bank instead of giving it away, or reserving your energy instead of giving it away all the time. Tell me why the Knight of Pentacles is here. Something's been moving super slow for you. More Pentacles. The King of Pentacles this time. The building of your kingdom, I feel, has been really slow going. We have the Star, and we have the Page of Swords. I feel like you are going to get to where you need to go. Your wish fulfillment is here, and the fact that you never run out of hope, I think, is the key. We've got the Page of Swords here, which tells me that you are very aware of what goes on around you. You're very observant. It feels like you are watching how other people deal with you as you go inward to yourself and start using some of these earthly gifts, earthly money, abundance for yourself. I think you should be watching people with the Page of Swords, watching people as you grow from this Nine of Pentacles into the King of Pentacles, as you get more stability, as you grow your business, as you make more money, as you get the better job. It's really important for you to start watching how the people around you react when you begin to go all in on yourself and begin to create your own stability and your own wish fulfillment. It's really important, I feel. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles, please, for Scorpio. We've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the Two of Swords, and we've got the World card. Look, I really feel like once you begin to flourish, that you will see that some people will pull back their energy. Some of it'll be a little bit of envy. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. The thing is that where you're going, not everybody can go, Scorpio. And the way that you see success is not the way everyone else sees success. And if there is a little bit of envy on the part of some of the people around you, you're going to notice it, because Scorpio, you don't miss a thing. You don't really miss anything, right? And if you don't see it, you feel it. and then you see it later on. And so I feel like with the Queen of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, I feel like while you were on par in the trenches with the people around you, they were happy because you were struggling like they were. But when you begin to get more money, a better job, you move to a nicer place, you really start to better yourself, whether that means working on yourself, or getting monetary blessings. I feel like some people are going to start to feel a type of way about that. And you're going to start to see how the group splits, right? How there's people, you're going to start to observe people. Some of them are going to be happy for you, and some of them are going to start pulling back their energy. The Two of Swords is here, and the World card. Some of them are just going to end their connection with you. And they may not do it in a grand fashion. They just may stop talking to you because they don't like that you have decided to pull your energy back and go all in on yourself. And sometimes that happens, especially with people who are overgivers. When you begin to take care of you, the envy gets in the way. And the envy is not one of that you have it and they don't. The envy is, I'm too scared to go where Scorpio's going. I don't have the courage to do the things that Scorpio's going to do in order to level up. And I feel like this next season for you, friend, is the level up season. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. See, we have the Hanged Man. And I think it's going to confuse you and you're not going to know what to do with it. It's going to hurt you. But I really feel like this is a time of perspective for you because the Three of Cups is in the reverse and you're going to start seeing who's with you and who's against you, who's on the bus and who's under it, Scorpio. The Moon is here, and I feel like it's a little bit of a muddying of the waters and a misunderstanding of what you thought was going on as opposed to what's going on, because you're about to get a perspective by watching people. You're about to get a perspective that the Three of Cups for some people is actually in the reverse, which is, well, if we're not going to go out and drink on the weekends, if you've decided that you're going to take care of your health and you're not going to work, you're not going to drink with us on the weekends or party or whatever it is that you might have been spending your time on with them, if you're not going to do what we're going to do, then you're out. I feel like the Two of Swords is here because you're going to be making some hard decisions. And other people are going to be blocking you out. They're not going to be inviting you. You're going to see on social media that they went out with a bunch of people and they didn't invite you. And I think it's because you are deciding to go all in on yourself is what it feels like here. Tell me what the Ten of Pentacles will bring for Scorpio. Tell me what the Ten of Pentacles is for Scorpio. This is your abundance. This is long term. I feel like you're looking into the future long term and saying, where do I go from here? What am I doing on the back end of my life? Because I can't keep being in the Five of Pentacles just because my friends or family or whomever I'm hanging out with is in the Five of Pentacles. It's almost like you didn't want to grow for fear that people wouldn't grow with you and then they would part from you because you're in a different economic status or you're feeling a different way about yourself. And I think that's what's happening here. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. It could be family as well because the Ten of Pentacles is here. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles and we have the Ace of Wands. There we go. The Fool is on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like there are some people that you have shared some really beautiful heart space with for probably some time. And it feels like those relationships, some of them will begin to get a little wobbly, Two of Pentacles. And the Ace of Wands, this candle, you start to see things in a different light that you didn't see before. While things are getting really exciting in your life, creative, maybe things are, maybe a new job comes. With all these pentacles, it looks like abundance is rolling in for you. You're going to start to see the parting of the friendships. You're going to see who's with you and who's against you. We've got the Fool here. The Fool has no regard, right, of the pitfalls that might show up, and mostly because the Fool is brave and excited about changes. And I think that's what's about to happen in your life, that you're about to take some risks that maybe other people wouldn't take or they're too scared to take. They're not brave enough to take. So I feel like this Fool energy with the Sun is you have a breakthrough that if I'm going to do what I'm going to do, I better go. I got to stop sitting in hermit energy. I've got to go. It's the breakthrough about what's going to make me happy. And I think what's going to make you happy here is taking some sort of a leap of faith as it pertains to your pentacle world. All these pentacles here, right? Let's talk about the Nine of Pentacles a little bit. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles, because I want to see, what I feel like you're going to be getting reciprocal energy, maybe from family, could be from friends, could be from a workplace. It feels like something new is coming in, a job, something that is going to make you happy and stable. And I think that that is when you're going to start observing people watching you have your wish fulfillment. And that's when everything begins to come in clearly. Even though with the moon, you're not sure what's going to happen in the future. I feel like the World card tells me that some of these friendships, family relationships, or love ships are going to be wrapping up because you're reaching milestones that they know they can't reach, or that they are too fearful of giving a shot. That when you decide that you're going all in, it blocks them, because they know they can't go where you're going, because they'll have to be the fool. And not a lot of people are willing to do that, don't have the vulnerability to do that. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles for Scorpio. We have the Chariot. There we go. You're off. Look, it feels like you have some sort of a big idea. A big idea, a moment of clarity, a realization. It also feels like you are going to be having conversations with people in your life, and you're going to be saying to them, look, I have a big decision to make. It's time for me to birth a new cycle. It's time for me to pay attention to the judgment is calling me. And we did see the sun on the bottom of the deck. It feels like you're about to have some sort of realization that I can no longer be held back by this. And I don't think that, I feel like you were holding yourself back, understand? I feel like you were holding yourself back because you didn't want to leave these people behind, because you know that they need you and that you were doing just a little bit better than they were. But I feel like you have been holding yourself back, and it's time for you to make a decision with great clarity about where you're going next. And I think where you're going next is going to give you a lot of victory. It's going to give you a lot of success, but look, it's because of all of these pentacles, and the Chariot energy is about discipline. It's about getting things in order, getting things in balance, and then that's how you're going to get your victory, your success. You're moving. You could be physically moving, but I think you're moving on in life. I think you've kind of come to this realization or clarity that it's time for the new cycle, and I've got to make a really big decision about the 180. What am I going to do from here? We are going to go into the extended. If you would like to come into the extended, please look in the pinned comment that is at the top of all the comments. If you click on the pinned comment, click on more, you'll have a list that opens. And in that list, it'll show you where to go if you'd like to be in the membership area with us. You will get at least 4 extendeds in the month, but you'll get more extendeds if you're watching for more signs than just one. So, that's really the best bang for your buck. But if you'd like to purchase this one outright, you can do that as well if you're interested in that. And if you are interested in a private read, I am doing private reads. So I'm doing pre-record reads, which begin at $25 and go up from there. And I'm also doing live reads. So you can book with me live. Just take a look at my schedule, and you will get a discount between 5 and 75% off simply just for booking in advance. So I'm going to go for now. I'm going to go into the extended. If I see you there, great. And if I don't, that's all right, because I'll be back. And I hope that you had a beautiful Thanksgiving, by the way. If you're somebody who is celebrating Thanksgiving, we kicked off the holiday season for my friends in the U.S. and transplanted ones all over the world. So I hope it was a beautiful Thanksgiving, and I hope this season is the best for you. I'm going to go for now. You guys take care, and I'll be back. Bye-bye.